What's up, YouTube? This is Paige from Pen to Page. I'm going to be reviewing some white gel pens and markers. I'm using this black paper. I am not going to even try to pronounce that French name. Y'all know it's French. Get on your Google machine. Look that up. The paper is thin, but it really retains the ink. It doesn't bleed through. So it's a good paper to use. We're going to start off with the fan favorite, which is the Sakura Jelly Roll Classic Gel Pen. This is a medium 0.8 millimeter. I'm not a Jelly Roll fan, but you can't have one of these reviews without using the Jelly Roll. It's very reliable. It writes good all the time. I just don't like the plastic, the thickness of the plastic, I guess. I don't like the tip, and I don't like the fact that I misspelled excellent, but don't send no stupid comments. I saw it. I'll fix it. Calm down. Next up, we're going to use the Sharpie water-based paint marker, medium point white. This thing is huge. It's very thick barrel, but you know, with Sharpie, it's reliable. Bam! It doesn't have the smell that most Sharpies have, which is a good thing. So, but it's a medium point and it's huge, and it goes on wet. It doesn't seep through the paper, which is good, but it definitely has to dry. You have to love the Sharpie. Wet, but it works. Okay. Next up, we're going to use the Uniball Signal Angelic Color UM-120AC gel pen. This is a 0.7 millimeter from the Uniball Signal family, but to me it writes like a 0.5, and it may be because of the white ink. I don't know, but I just can only go by what it feels like. But I always loved the Uniball family, and so I bought this. I think it was like $2 or something, but yeah, it goes on really smooth. And you can see I can write pretty fast with it without it skipping. I love thin pens, thin meaning the barrel, the body of the pen, because I have long fingers. So that works good for me. And it writes well, and it's not overwhelming. But it does feel like more of a fine point, like a 0.5 or something along those lines. But the next pen that I'm going to use is the complete opposite. It's going to be a little bit larger, but as you can see there on the screen, it's excellent. Good pen, I like it. Next up, we have the Uniball Signal. We're going to be using the Uniball Signal broad after I clean up the word excellent for all you haters. See, Jelly Roll is still reliable. All right. So we have the Uniball Signal broad UM-153. It's a very popular pen, whether it's in white ink or not. I love the Signo broad. As you can see, the first letter there skipped ink, which is fine. It's been in a bag for God knows how long, and I haven't had them upright, or I didn't shake the pens before using them. But I love the Signo brand. And I prefer the longer, the tip, or the base of the pen, I should say. It just has clean lines overall. Next, we have a clip pen by Sakura Ballsign Knock Gel. It's a 0.6 millimeter. I don't like the plastic by the tip of the pen. It's bulbous. I do like the barrel. See, this is just, I don't know what it feels like. It felt like it was writing, I felt like I was writing with two pens at one time because of the base, the way that plastic protrudes. It writes well, but I don't know. I can't write with this all day long. I just can't do it. But it does write well. And it goes on uniformly, and overall it's okay. I don't even remember buying this, but I guess I did. It's by Chef's Pass White. It's a chalkboard marker. So I'm trying to remember why I even bought this thing. I don't know if I had this before I had the Sharpie, but anyway, Chef's Path White Chalkboard Marker. I guess one day I'll buy a black chalkboard and see how it works on it, because I'm sure it'll look better than it does on the paper, because I think I'll give it a 3 out of 10, because overall it just looks cheap. It feels cheap. It's dull, and if I could remember where I bought it from, I'd get my money back. It even looks like a different color white than the rest of them. So let me see. Let's try a gel. Yeah, we're going to try the Extreme Gel family. Extreme with an X. This is the Y&C Gel Extreme Gel Pen. It's a 0.7 millimeter in pastel white, which sounds like a contradiction. Pastel white. I guess it's going to be a very light white. It's by Yasutomo, Y-A-S-U-T-O-M-O, Yasutomo Y&C Gel Extreme Gel Pen, 0.7 millimeter in pastel white. I'm a big fan of the Extreme Gel pens in every color except this one. And I'll do another video with the Extreme Gels in different colors because I'm a big fan of them on white paper and black paper. Some of them pop on black paper as well. But it writes well, like all of the Extreme Gels. But I don't know. For the white ink, it's okay. What do we have here? That looks like a Pentel Hybrid Gel Grip DX Gel Pen. This is a 1.0 millimeter. I'm a big fan of the gel pens that literally feel like you're writing with a crayon without that pasty crayon feel. As you can see, the barrel is massive. But I love the tip. It writes really well. Hybrid Gel. Big fan of the DX Gel Pen. Shout out to you guys. And it's always reliable. You don't have to shake it. You don't have to sit there and hope it doesn't skip. It's very reliable. A big fan of that. Yeah, and then it looks like it's between the Sharpie and the Jelly Roll. The ink is a nice contrast. Next and last is going to be the Posca Paint Marker PC5M. This is a medium point. I'm sure if I threw this at somebody really hard, it'll hurt, because the barrel doesn't even feel comfortable on this thing. But it goes on messy. It's almost liquefied, and it's awful. It's awful. While it doesn't seep through the paper, because that's really good paper I'm using, it's going to have to dry, and I don't know. I'm just not a fan. Not a fan. So those are a few examples of some of the white pens I have. We're going to lay them all out here. Please like and subscribe so we can get this channel going. I have a lot of pens and a lot of stationery, and a few of my friends suggested that I get on here and do something constructive with all of the stuff that I have. So I thank everybody for showing up. Thanks.